and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn daily energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. All right, we're going to be looking at what you may be struggling with. We have the King of Wands. I feel like it's taking control of a situation. We have the Tower. So this has been coming out again for Capricorn. Like I've said before, that I've been doing this for a while, and there's certain cards that seem to come out regularly. And lately it's been the Tower, but it's also been the Nine of Cups. So I feel like it's that rebuilding phase that you're going through. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So I kind of feel like you're struggling with taking control of a situation and standing up for yourself in a situation. I feel that there's a bit of weakness that is going on around you. I feel that maybe you're tired and that you're feeling broken inside, and you're feeling a sense of weakness. And when you feel a sense of weakness, you feel like you're obviously not able to put your best foot forward, and you're not really able to stand up for yourself in a situation, and that it's like you just want to get through the situation. I feel that this is a challenge that has been put before you to show you how strong you are, and that this is your opportunity to really step up to the plate. I feel that you can go one of two ways, where you can fall into old patterns where you've just kind of given up or given in, or you can see this as a way to tear down these ideas of weakness, or that you can't accomplish something, and to stand up for yourself and to push yourself through a situation. I feel that it's definitely a learning experience, and I feel like you're kind of breaking a karmic cycle. I feel that this is something that has been happened a lot in the past, and I feel that it's time to tear that down. But I feel that this is a challenge where you feel like you're really going to have to dig deep for this. You're really going to have to really look inside and dig deep in order to come out on top with this. We have a Tower that's right here too, and I feel that this is here, and it's kind of like it's tearing that Tower down. All right. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like grabbing some more cards. I feel that you're in a fragile state, because I'm kind of looking at the glass in the Tower, and I feel like it's the glass is representing you, and it's like, is the glass going to hold together and stay strong, or that I feel, or is it going to shatter? But I feel that there's a sense of weakness around you, not because you're a weak person, just because maybe everything that you've been going through. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel that you're kind of at this place where you're really rethinking things, and you're looking at things. And that we have Seven of Wands again. Okay, so you have the Seven of Wands here, and you have the Seven of Wands here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is not only proving to someone else that you're in control, but I feel like it's proving to yourself that you are in control, that you are stronger than you think you are. I do feel that you're kind of, I feel like you see what's going on, and you see this as the opportunity for you to stand up and to be strong. I feel that you see that what is going on, but it's just like, I feel like you're kind of at that crossroads where it's like, do I stand up for myself in this situation, and do I stay strong and keep pushing through, or do I have this sense of weakness and fall into old ways and go back into the negativity? Six of Swords. All right. I feel for some reason when the Six of Swords came out and I felt a sense of calmness, I feel like you need to look at the fact as, is this your comfort zone? Are you creating this chaos? Is your comfort zone feeling this sense of weakness and feeling this sense of feeling overwhelmed? And is this your opportunity to break free? And is this why you're struggling so much with it? Is because you're going to be changing patterns. Is that you're going to be changing how you handle things moving forward. That you're seeing that you're keeping yourself in this heavy energy, and that it's like that self-sabotaging. I feel that you're on the beginning of an aha moment, where, and I feel like that's this 2 7 of Wands, where you're like, aha, I feel like I have to break this own pattern that I've been creating within myself. And I feel that that's why this challenge has come before you, for you to see this. And I feel that you kind of know that what's going on here. Like you kind of know that, okay, I feel like you're kind of seeing things a little differently because of the Seven of Pentacles here. It's like, you're like, wait, hold a minute. Like, am I creating this so that I keep myself in this heavy energy? Am I, like, is that my comfort zone? That's a big thing that we have to realize, is that, are we creating things to keep ourselves in a certain pattern and in a certain comfort zone? Are we limiting ourselves and saying, well, I don't deserve to have a life where I'm stress-free and I'm anxiety-free and I'm, where I'm not worrying about things or stressing about things? Do I truly feel that I deserve that? Or do I feel like I deserve to keep myself in this chaos? This is a big opportunity, I feel, for you to break a pattern and to bring calmness into your life and to change the way you handle things and the way that you see things. Let's look at some advice from the tarot. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which I love. We have the Knight of Wands. What else? What other advice do we have here for the... I feel like these two. The Five of Wands and the Judgment card. So there is a message that is trying to come through for you. This is not something that is easy for you. This is something that is going to be difficult. This is something that you have to have that frame of mind of breaking through the patterns. I'm seeing with all these fists here is that it's for you to break through these patterns. And it's saying that, and I kind of feel like the sun is right here, right? There's this energy, or there's this light at the end of the tunnel. That this is a challenge for you. The advice from the tarot is saying that this is a challenge for you where you have to take control. Then we have another fist that is right here that you can tell that he's gripping the wand very, very tightly. This is something that you need to take action on. That this is a challenge where this is not going to be easy for you. But this is something that can break a pattern and can bring a lot of stability into your life with this Ace of Pentacles, because the Pentacles can represent, like, it's earth energy, it's grounding energy. There's a message that's trying to come through here for you that is setting you free and giving you this peacefulness. And maybe that's something that you're afraid of. Sometimes it's like people wish for something, and when that something happens, you know how they say, be careful what you wish for? Because it's like when it becomes a reality, it's almost like, well, wait a minute, like I wasn't really prepared for that, or I didn't really want this, or you feel this sense of nervousness within yourself because you're like, wow, I didn't really, like, I've always wanted this, but now that it's here, like, this feels overwhelming. This feels like I'm out of my comfort zone. And so then it's like, oh, I want to go back to feeling stress and anxiety. It's really taking a deeper look at yourself. And again, what are those patterns that you're having? Again, be careful what you wish for. But when this happens, don't push it away. Okay? When you bring in this change, this tower over here, when you bring in this change, when this tower is happening, when you have the opportunity to break a pattern and to stand up for yourself and say, no, this is what I want in my life. This is what I deserve in life. I deserve abundance. I deserve happiness. I deserve peacefulness, right? That's what I was feeling here, was peacefulness and a calmness in your life. That I deserve that. And when I have it, I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to cherish it and make sure that I keep myself in it. All right, energy coming in for you is the Knight of Pentacles. And to me, the Knight of Pentacles represents slow, steady progress towards good things, better things. And with the bear here, I feel like it's being strong in those moments when you feel like you want to create chaos in your life, or that you want to go into that area of saying, of negativity, of saying that you don't deserve something. So I feel like the energy that is coming in for you, it's slow progress, but I feel like it's being strong for yourself. Again, the pentacle representing stability. Yeah, that devil card, that it's okay, it's trying to come through. We have the Nine of Swords, which is energy. This is energy coming in for you. And then we have the face of the devil that is in there. And I feel like that is because of the Capricorn card is the devil card, where it's just like that devil card energy is always trying to get through to you. It's always trying to push you down. It's always trying to keep you chained to that negative space. And it's seeing it. It's like this person sees what is going on here, and it's seeing and it's catching that pattern, and it's seeing and it's saying, I see you. I see that negativity is trying to come in for me. Especially when you feel tired or you feel weak, that's when it feels like it's at the strongest. Focus on those things that you love, because our next card is the Lover's card. Focus on the things that bring you happiness, that bring you love, that bring you joy, that bring you positivity. Could be those relationships. It could be those, it could just be focusing on the things that bring you joy, right? And to catch it and say, I see that you're coming in here, Nine of Swords, but I'm going to turn that around. And that's why this Nine of Pentacles is here to say that it's going to be slow progress. You're going to feel like you're moving 2 steps back, and then it's going to be like 2 steps forward, and then it's going to be like a step back, or maybe 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It's going to be that back and forth, because this is a pattern that you've created over a long period of time. This is something that you have just almost become so regular with it that it's like it's just like you do these things without even realizing. Just like when we drive a car, there's many things about driving a car that we just kind of automatically do, that we don't like consciously think about. It's just like we react, and we, it's just like it's a pattern that's become habit. Because when you start driving, in the beginning, it's very scary. It's just like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to look at, so many things to remember. But then over time, because you're practicing and you're doing it over and over and over again, that it just becomes regular, and we don't really think about it. We just kind of get in the car and we go. So I feel like that's the pattern that has been created here, that is trying to break free here. Definitely breaking free with all of these, this Five of Wands, this Knight of Wands. Like you're trying to break free from this pattern. And it's something that when you start your new pattern, that it's going to feel so different. So it's just like if you're really used to driving a car, but then all of a sudden you start learning how to drive a boat or a motorcycle or a plane or like something different. And you're like, well, it kind of feels the same because it's a motorized vehicle, but then it's still different because it has all of these different things that I have to do. So it's like, yeah, like it's still you, and you still have these things that are going on, but it's kind of seeing them from a different way. It's a different way of handling these things. So I feel that this energy that is coming in is to remind yourself of everything that you have in your plus column. When you feel like your negative column is really coming to the forefront, or that's what you're focusing on, it's to remind yourself of everything that you have in your plus column. That it's, yeah, you're going to be challenged. You're going to feel like it's easier to fall back into old patterns or old ways, but it's to remind yourself, no, I really want this change. I really want things to be different for me. Let's get a card for overall energy. That's like a whole, you know what? Let's just go with the whole stack. Why not? Right? So for overall energy, we have these 3 cards. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Work on the change, basically. So it's 3 of Pentacles, it's the Page of Wands, and it's the 10 of Cups. Okay, so it's work on the change, right? It's baby steps with the Page of Wands. It's baby steps that you need to take. Again, you're going to feel like you're moving forward, and then it's going to feel like you're moving backwards. But it's keep working on it and don't give up. Like, it's the determination and the perseverance that you have within yourself that is going to bring the big changes. This is going to become a new pattern of you when you start to feel this peacefulness, when you start to be in the positive frame of mind, when you start looking at, okay, this may be a challenge for me, but it's something where I need to show myself how strong I am, and that there's maybe something that I have to see and I have to look at. It's working towards this 10 of Cups energy, right? This feeling of comfort and peacefulness within yourself. Like, this is the overall energy. This is something that you have to work on. Sometimes I feel like we don't realize that how much we are in the negative, and how much we're working against ourselves, and how many things that we actually have to change. It's taking a hard look at ourselves. Excuse me. All right. Let's grab some advice from the Animal Oracle. All right, let's grab some advice from the Animal Oracle for Capricorn. What advice do we have for Capricorn with the Animal Oracle? We have Dolphin Spirit. This and that is true. You're going to try to work against yourself, right? And you're going to try, my first thought is that you're going to try and work against yourself, and you're going to try and convince yourself that you need to hold on to the negativity, or that you don't deserve something, or you don't deserve change, or that those things don't happen for you, right? Whatever that negative thinking is that you have. And there's going to be some things that are true, which is going to be those positive motivational things, and there's going to be some things that aren't true. And it's weeding that out for yourself, right? That negativity is not true, right? Because it's working against yourself. So it's kind of deciphering, you know, this and that are true. Some things are going to be true, some things are not going to be true. But it's really looking at the truth of the situation, right? And for some reason, when I first started to, like, I always, I clear the cards before I do a reading. And so I was seeing the back of the cards, and there's the mask on there. And I was really looking at the mask over the eyes. And for some reason, that was kind of coming to the forefront for me is like, it's time for you to take off that mask. Like, I feel like you're fooling yourself about something. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. This and that are true. Don't believe everything that you hear. Don't believe everything that you're telling yourself. Don't believe everything of maybe what people are saying around you, or you feel like you're supposed to believe. We have understanding, looking at both sides. I feel like it was truth. Like, truth, that word was coming out to me. And I feel like it's understanding the truth. Again, this and that are true. There's some sort of falsehood that is around you, either that you're telling yourself or that you're surrounding yourself with, or there's someone that's around you that is making you feel less than. It could be something that someone that you respected told you in your past, some negativity, and that you're believing that falsehood, that you're believing that truth that you thought it was. And I feel like that's a big thing for you. There's kind of this thing that's over the dolphin's eye, and again, I feel like that kind of represents a mask. And I feel like and there's a lightness over the eye, and I feel like it's kind of seeing the light and seeing what's really going on. in this situation. Understanding what it is that you're telling yourself and what it is that you have going on. Let's see, we have receive healing. Definitely you need some healing. The advice from the whispers of healing are that give yourself that opportunity to be healed. Acknowledge the fact that you've been hurt, that you've been in this situation because you've been hurt in some way. And be that best friend to yourself and say, I deserve healing, right? And acknowledge I have to be healed, right? I have to be healed, and I have to take responsibility for myself to heal myself. And that I have to make good decisions and the best decisions for myself to heal myself. And to not put yourself in situations where you feel that it's in this, that Nine of Swords energy. Let's get a whispers of love. We have consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. But I feel like it's your foundation that you have within yourself. Again, we have that with that Ace of Pentacles that came out, is that your foundation is rocky with this tower. I just feel like there's a belief that you have within yourself that you're telling yourself that is not helping yourself. And your foundation, right? Your foundation is what everything else. Your foundation is what controls and what steers you towards choices and decisions that you make and how it is that you see and how you perceive things. If you're saying, I don't deserve this, I deserve things to happen for me, I deserve, I deserve these negative things, then it's like, that's what your foundation is looking for if it's built on negativity. If your foundation is built on strength and it's positivity and saying, I deserve the best that's out there, then those are the choices and those are the things that you're going to start looking for. I've definitely had a lot of challenges lately within the last couple of weeks. And even when I was working yesterday and I was at the grocery store, and there were definitely some challenges. I was extremely tired. I had closed the night before, and then I had to be there early in the morning yesterday, and I was tired. And I know for myself, I'm like, when you're tired, you have a tendency to feel overwhelmed and let things get to you and go to the negative. And so, there were things that were happening yesterday, like the person that was bagging for me, it was an accident, dropped a whole huge bottle of wine there. And so I had a line of people at my register. And so then instead of me getting overwhelmed, I just listened to the coordinator. And so he told me what to do. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to keep going. And so I was able to work through it and move to another register. And then then that first person that I had at the next register, they were very demanding. They wanted their things bagged a certain way and this way and that way. And they were really being difficult. And I was like, you know what, instead of being overwhelmed, just keep going. And then it was like, and then that morning I had gotten in my car and my, check engine light had went on. And I'm like, I have all these things going on, but I was like, and I was telling myself that this is just something to show you how strong you are, that you have all of these things coming at you right now. And definitely the old me would have went into, okay, I feel like the universe is working against me. Why are these things, when it rains, it pours. Why are these all these things working against me? And I would have gone into a very negative place, but I just kept pushing through. I just calmed myself. And I'm like, just take it each minute, each moment. You can get through your day. And I did, and I'm still working through some things. And I'm figuring out solutions, and I'm figuring out answers. And the old me would have become very overwhelmed and went into this Nine of Swords energy. But I saw that, okay, that was my old way that I would handle things, but this is the new way that I want to handle things. And I feel like it's the same thing for you, is realizing that there's going to be times where you're just going to feel overwhelmed. And it's like, okay, how can I handle this? How can I get through this, right? I have a strong foundation. I know that I've been through challenges before, and got through those, and I'm going to get through these. So I feel like it's kind of building that strong foundation for yourself and saying, I can handle these challenges, right? That I want to be in a place of calmness and a place of peace. And, within my own mind, I know that these things are true and these things are not true, because the old me is trying to go to the negativity and that Nine of Swords and that Devil card energy. So I feel like it's seeing patterns that you've created and seeing where it is you need to break those, and to focus on, let's say, the love, right? The lovers, and healing yourself. Let's grab some advice from, I feel like these two here, the Psychic Tarot. And we have financial and material changes, so the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have triumph. I love it. This that's the Chariot. So triumph. And there could be some big changes that are I feel like there's opportunity coming in for you. Definitely with this Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and you do kind of have some Pentacles going on here. So it could just be, but I feel like you have to clear up this Tower moment and your way of thinking first. And I feel like it's kind of, like one thing leads to the next. That once you're able to get a hold of your frame of mind and have that confidence within yourself and have that triumph over that forward movement, right? Because the Chariot is, you're taking control of where things are moving and how things are going, and it's that forward movement and feeling like you're more in control. That I feel like that kind of leads you to a path where there's going to be some changes going on there. Five of Pentacles, usually it's the one where there's you're feeling like Five of Pentacles can represent temporary hardship, and it's usually like where it's kind of like cold and there's two people and it's just kind of like the separation, and it's just like, but in this instance, the Five of Pentacles is saying financial material changes, saying things are going to get better. So I feel like that's what it's saying, is things are going to get better, but you're going to be able to triumph over this situation. But it's, again, your frame of mind and how you're seeing things and what it is that you're focusing on, right? Are you focusing on the Nine of Swords, or are you focusing on the Lover's card? Let's grab Wisdom of the Oracle. We have blessed. All right, I love this one. I feel like you are blessed. You are blessed because you're having this opportunity to see that there are changes that need to be made in your life. And also focusing on all of those things that you feel blessed by, right? That focus on the things that are in your plus column. Focus on the things that you have going for you. Sometimes when we feel overwhelmed, it's like, well, you're thinking about all of the negativity, but it's like focusing on those things that you do have going on in your plus column. And I feel like that's very important. All right, let's grab a crystal card for crystal energy for this reading. All right, crystal. All right, we had that one come out. So this is pink halite. It's really pretty. I like it. Self-love, replenish, and cherish. Is that what came up? No, blessed. Vibrating with love, this crystal allows you to shed layers of negative thought patterns and beliefs as you connect to the essence of your true self, right? It's being in touch with your true self and saying that I'm really not a negative person. Like I'm really not in this, this Nine of Swords energy. I'm really not that way. And it's like getting yourself back on track. It helps you embrace new spiritual practices as a way of life, preventing you from picking up bad habits to begin with. With this stone, you will make choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. That's what I've been saying throughout this whole reading. And again, with that, considering your foundation is making those choices that are best for you, right? And realizing those patterns that were creative, that were negative, that you're just kind of blindly following or just that you've fallen into, and seeing those and saying, I don't want to be in that energy anymore. This crystal is a natural form of the mineral salt known as cleanse toxins from the aura and replenish one's energy field. Known to cleanse toxins from the aura and replenish one's energy field. So again, it's about receiving healing. So I feel like that kind of goes with that. Whispers of healing is healing yourself, not waiting for someone else to do that or putting that on someone else's shoulders, but looking within yourself and saying, what can I do to heal myself? What can I do to help myself? Right? Especially with these two 7 of Wands here, is doing those things for yourself that you can help yourself out. And again, having that Tower moment, but that's going to the 10 of Cups, right? Because that's what I said, is that I feel like the Tower and the 9 of Cups has been coming out, but this is leveled up one because we've gone up to the 10 of Cups, right? So again, it's exactly what I was saying to begin with this in the reading, is that I'm seeing these cards come out and these cards came out. I mean, it was the 10 of Cups, but it's still along the same lines. That this Tower is creating this 9 or 10 of Cups, and that's what we have to look forward to, and this is what we have to know, that this is our journey. Yes, we're always going to have, this is not going to be the end of it. There's going to be other challenges in the future, but it's like, how do you handle those? I definitely feel more comfortable that when I have challenges, that I have more of a sense of peacefulness. Yes, I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I can become overwhelmed and I do still have anxiety, but it's like I'm able to easily push forward and through it more. All right. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you're still hanging in there with me. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I wish you the best in your journey.